早上好. Okay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members, good morning and welcome to Shanghai to our amazing conference. We have 2 days of full packed information, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy. But the first thing I want to talk about is TAPA has actually won an award. Here we go. And that's from Dell Technology. Thank you, Dell Technology. And this is for our long-term partnership with Dell Technology in driving supply chain excellence. Thank you very much, Dell. Okay, let's get on with my presentation. Okay, so I was looking for a microphone because you know I like to walk and talk. Have we got one? Brilliant, thank you. All right, thank you. So look, in terms of where we're going in the supply chain, I'm going to show you some of the results today. But they are significant results considering the size of our team, although we have been growing the team over the last couple of years. In terms of some of the challenges we're facing across the global supply chain is significant. We have geopolitical issues, supply chain issues. We've had to reroute freight around the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa there, and that's increased costs. That's also increased inventory, and that's stressing not only the supply chain, but also e-commerce and eventually other manufacturing. In terms of market expansion, we've seen more manufacturing companies now coming to Asia, to all parts of Asia. Especially Southeast Asia, and of course that's meant more requests from us, more demands from us. What does that mean? It means that we have to continuously address those needs of our members. And our members need more than just a freight security requirement which is preventing theft. Members want to know about resilience. And you saw what we did. We designed the risk assessment standard, we put that together, we launched that, and we're now currently working on the business continuity standard. And of course, the emphasis, I think most of you know that I actually lived in China for a total of 9 years, and I was in the manufacturing industry, and I saw some amazing manufacturers here in China. And what we want to do in TAPA, we want to help them, we want to be that trade facilitation to actually help them with their exports. Okay, so what are we doing? TAPA is not standing still. We are moving forward with the rest of the supply chain. We are bringing in innovation and technology, and today you'll see our premier partner here will also talk about some of their technology being used to improve the supply chain. What are we trying to do? We are trying to build resilience and sustainability into the supply chain. And why is that? Asia is the manufacturing base of manufacturing, and this is where everything starts. If you get it right at the origin, the whole supply chain will flow correctly. All right, so what are we doing? We're not sitting around, we're helping driving that innovation. Our teams are now looking at IoT devices, on how that technology can actually improve visibility throughout the whole supply chain. We take that through to our standards group, and we're also reviewing that. Okay, so what have we done? What are some of our initiatives, and what are some of the outputs from that? Well, thank you very much to Pudong government. We have them here, and we'll hear a speaker shortly. We thank you very much for all of your help in registering TAPA as an NGO in China. We thank, obviously, our transport department and obviously our host who looks after us, and obviously the Public Security Bureau who manage our affairs. We thank them because without them, we couldn't operate in China officially. And I do thank to all of the team that were involved in putting that together. In terms of our working groups, we are now more structured, and one of the announcements you'll hear me talk about at the AGM is that our board members will have to take leading positions on those steering groups and drive those groups. as we have grown, and you'll see some of the growth figures, it's meant that we need to do something differently. So what it means is that the board needs to step up and manage these groups more efficiently. The demand on us is getting higher. In terms of the membership restructure, you saw that we announced that at an emergency meeting last year. We have increased and redesigned the membership structure to make it more attractive to members. So, and I do thank the board for putting that through. That already has been paying off. Companies now can have a regional corporate enterprise membership where they reap the benefits of having more people for training. You saw hopefully you saw the TAPA Intelligence Service tool, which was outside. Please go and play with it. That's something that we've launched. Government agencies around the world love the tool. It's actually started to give them data that they weren't aware of, and it allows us to collaborate with government agencies and design cargo crime out. You'll hear tomorrow, in terms of brand protection, we will then start logging incidents of illicit trade, and we will map that out. And of course, we will also share that with the government. Illicit trade loses trillions of dollars a year for government agencies, where that money could be spent elsewhere. So we'll talk about brand protection tomorrow. In terms of our global standards revised, you saw we launched the 2023 standards for the FSR, TSR. We've launched a Premier Partnership Program. We have a colleague here from TAPA EMEA, and welcome, Leonie. And TAPA EMEA have been very mature with their Premier Partnership. They had 26 Premier partners at the last conference. In terms of our blockchain, remember what we said. We wanted to make sure that anyone holding a TAPA qualification was on our blockchain. And that was to make sure that we had the right qualified people providing the right services to the industry, that people weren't pretending to be TAPA experts or specialists. And so that program is running very well. I've mentioned the risk assessment standard. In terms of our social media, we have a great social media here on WeChat. Anyone who hasn't joined our group, please do so. All right, let's look about our achievements here. And these achievements couldn't be achieved without the help of our secretariat team, Madhu, Alvin, Samantha, Yvonne, Rashmi, Eleanor, Mac, Catherine, I said Yvonne, didn't I? Trying to remember everyone's name. But look at this, 27% increase in revenue. That deserves a round of applause, everybody. Because that revenue means that we can actually do things, we can do more things. We can actually help the industry further. 17% in terms of membership. 91% increase in training. Training is so important. You'll see here, we trained 22 Singapore customs officers. And why is that important? It's important that customs officers understand the quality of our standards, how robust and rigorous they are. Even this year, we've launched the learning management system, and Mac was instrumental in doing that. Where's Mac? Yeah, Mac. So thank you very much to Mac. He was instrumental in launching the learning management system, and already this year, you can see that we've trained, 61% of the members already trained by May, which is an amazing statistic, okay? If you look at our certifications, are up by 20%. Our truck security up by 64. Our warehouse certifications up by 15. We have now over 3,000 trucks certified in TAPA APAC, which is a great achievement, and we hope to hit 4,000 by the end of the year. Isn't that right, Madhu? Where's Rashmi? Where are you, Rashmi? Looking after certification. So we want to, and we want the message out to every single manufacturers: do not ship any goods unless you're doing it with a TAPA certified truck. If you remember, the base level of the TSR is level 3. That level 3 already meets customs security requirements, aviation security, etc. So please push that. And of course, we have over 800 sites now certified. Now, what have we done in China? We've done some significant work here in China. And again, thank you very much for the Pudong government for allowing us to do that. Because these initiatives have helped grow companies, help grow and develop individuals, give them the skill sets they need for the future of the manufacturing industry. And we've done some amazing things here. So thank you very much to the Pudong government. If you can all give them a round of applause, please. We really do appreciate that. And that training is going out in Mandarin. The learning management system has now been translated into Mandarin. And of course, we'll be able to roll out even faster with that. Okay, so we're going to leverage on China's potential. We are actively advertising and promoting Pudong. We actually we met a logistics company last night. We were promoting to set up here in Shanghai and to work with the government to actually improve or speed up their process of developing business here. In terms of the Belt and Road, we're looking at all of that integration, as I mentioned. Our TSR, our truck security requirements, etc., help those initiatives. In terms of the China expertise and technology, we have seen some amazing technology coming out of China. Isn't that correct? Some incredible technology, and our premier partner will obviously display some of that. So the opportunities for collaboration, joint ventures, partnership are here. They all start here between these groups. And you see that TAPA APAC has been developing more partnerships, especially with government agencies across the region. So another good work being done there. Okay, so we're going to, in terms of our focus going forwards, we're going to be strategic in everything we do. The board will become more of a steering group, and the board will manage each of those groups and drive the process through. We want more member engagement, meaning that we want the members in the working group actively participating and learning and developing and growing at the same time. Focus more on the integration of AI, IoT, and we have Professor Go, where are you, Professor? From National University of Singapore. Thank you very much for coming to speak on AI. And look, AI is a concern, but it's also an opportunity. If the right control measures are put in place, it can be used to enable us, help us. However, if they're not, it could be a disabler. So we need to look at that and discuss that. But what does it mean to your supply chain? You know I am big on digitization. All of us, especially those involved in security, resilience, sustainability, should be digitizing the whole operation from the time you start to the time you finish. And of course, adoption of autonomous vehicles. So you saw that. I've forgotten the name of the company, Professor, you might be able to remember it, but the first Chinese company in Singapore who got their license, they were the first company to get the license for a logistics autonomous vehicle, and that's the future. And that's where we in TAPA need to be involved and leading that charge. Okay, obviously drones, I think a lot of you have seen some of the quality of the drones coming out of China. And of course, drones can be used for so many applications now going forward, and we will be following that up closely. Okay, so look, that's enough from me. Hopefully we have a video ready. We have? Okay, and I'm going to get off the stage. And so thank you very much. Have a very good 2 days conference and enjoy yourselves. Thank you.